be Jared, and this is my project, Featherview. So, who are we? Or I guess me and my partner, Henry Motorset. He's my designer for this application. But he can't be in our class because of other research obligations. So, who we are, I'm, I guess, Django programmer for this, and he would be more of the CSS guy. And, well, like, I guess this is my second semester doing ArcOS, so I'll give a little background. And my first application, I'm a failure, so I won't talk about that. And so I'm moving forward. So what is Featherview? It's a good question. And I'll just show you guys a little demo. Alright, so this is like a little example of like some visualization of like Twitter trending topics. So what this is actually doing, it's making a call to the Twitter API and then making calls to the Flickr API based on what like the current trends are. So obviously people are talking about Dennis Ritchie, the inventor of Unix and C. And alright, we got news for you. Alright. Some very interesting trending topics that very intelligent people are talking about.
Is this currently, or is it cached, or whatever? Is it live, or is it?
Yeah, well, right now this is I'm just running locally. I'm trying to get this hosted on a server that my buddy just like gave me access to. So I'm in the process of doing that, so I can actually get this live. But so it's a little demo, and then do this. So that is Featherview, but in a little nutshell. But we'll talk about, I guess, the main purposes of this is like data visualization. And I think it's a pretty interesting concept because like who doesn't like looking at pictures? Like you see like words, they're like okay, you understand it's like context, but putting that context into like a pure visual representation to me is very interesting. So that is like the main goal of this project. And like to get there, I think a big part is user feedback. So like getting like whatever you want to work on, I guess me as a web developer now, I've learned that like the feedback of your user is very important. In a sense, like the company I worked for over the summer, they had a clear direction, but they always will like you get requests for features. You get like I guess certain ideas that they think would be useful. And as a developer, like you don't always have these kind of insights. Like you have like what you want to do, what you want to show the people, but they can spark other things of how you can make it better. So like that's a huge part of what I want to do here. And then like usability. Somebody being able to actually use your web application is like pretty important because they go to it, they're not sure how to navigate, they don't really know what's going on. Like that's another thing I really want to accomplish. And talk about like a plan. So like my plan for this semester is more immediately get the project live. And like I've already reached out to some people I worked with who I'm still talking to, and like get some real like people who understand like this kind of I guess the whole social media area, and like see if they find value in it. Because as a developer, I want something that's going to provide value to someone, and like ideally like a large group of people. So that is like where I'm going now. And I guess some like more down the road. Right now I'm going to work on implementing I guess more geolocation based for like the Twitter trends. Get the OAuth working so you can actually integrate it with your own feed, and get some testing in like back-end wise to actually grab more context from I guess just text, because trending topics are more like widely talked about, so there'd be more like pictures that you can find that could be relevant. But when it's just like a random topic or just somebody making some kind of statement, it's gonna be harder to grab really what they're trying to say. So I'm trying to figure out like a good way to get context out of it. And anybody have any questions?
So right now it just looks through like the hashtags and uses that and goes to Flickr to get the images.
Yeah, pretty much like it's making the Twitter API call, and yeah, then it's going and grabbing images based off of, I guess, the tags on Flickr for the trend credit.
It'd be cool if you pulled into other information that Twitter makes available. Like if I could sign in with my Twitter account and maybe get a visualization of what the people I follow are talking about, and then also if I could enter in just a user and see what they're talking about, right? So maybe build like a tag aggregation of words and keywords that they talk about, and then display images. I think that this form of display is pretty powerful for lots of different things that Twitter makes easy, right? People tend to tweet about the same thing, so you
Yeah,
can
exactly.
know frequency, sort of.
Yeah, I really like that actually. Anybody?
More like just a suggestion. You can look into the natural language processing library for like probably doing analysis on tweets to get like important, interesting nouns and stuff.
Yeah, that's actually something I was looking for. So the natural language
Processing library.
Processing library? Okay, thank you. Anybody? Anything?
Is there anything out there that does this already? Or?
To my knowledge, like, no. This is like, it was really an idea fostered by Henry, who like, we were both in Boston over the summer, so when we weren't working at our jobs, we just go and bullshit and see, I guess, I don't know, mess around, hack away or something like that. Anybody else? Or, well, I'd like to thank everyone at Arcos, Morthy for his passion for open source and the reason this is still going, and of course, our big help, Sean Russell.